said, we own your voice, and we're going to shut you down because of that. And if you try to block us, we're going to shut you down. So people are like, well, just leave YouTube. Folks, our stuff is on every video site out there. About half the video views in the world are on YouTube that Google took over. Google buys everything. Like Microsoft buying Skype. They buy everything because they want control. They want a monopoly. And so that's where the fight is. That's where we're going to fight them. We're going to expose them. It's all, I mean, sure. I actually had numbers pulled up on it. We're getting 8% of our traffic from YouTube on Infowars.com. That is not a big deal. In fact, we did the numbers. I had them do the numbers this morning. We send more traffic to YouTube than they send to us. So let's get that straight. Infowars.com, Prisonplanet.com are gigantic websites, the biggest alternative media sites out there other than Drudge. It's much bigger than us and is a phenomenon. We're sending YouTube traffic. We use YouTube because they've got reliable systems that can be spread out there, and that's where the fight is, and that's where the young people and others are. That's where new audiences are. But we're giving them a lot more than they give us. And we've asked for a partner channel and been denied. Now imagine, on the cover of dozens of magazines, newspapers, Nightline, MSNBC, you know, I'm in 2 major motion pictures with pretty big roles. I mean, I'm in scenes with Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, you name it. I'm not bragging about who I am. In fact, I never get up here and really toot our horn of all of our accomplishments. A cover of Talkers magazine. I've been called by major, trade publications, the cutting edge, the example of making your own media. On and on and on and on. Profiles and you name it. Websites getting over 1 million visitors a day. Over 115 radio stations terrestrial. XM 166. Top ratings in cities where they put us on up against Rush Limbaugh. Beating him time after time. And YouTube does not want to give us a partner channel. Fine. They have wanted to place ads on our vid channels, and we've told them no. The point is that they're scared of us. That's why we're there. We're going to continue to be there. So everybody go get a Prisonplanet.tv membership. The site works really good. Some of the streams occasionally have hiccups during peak times. We're adding more servers to that. One membership is $5.95 a month, and you really get 6 memberships with that. Get a Prisonplanet.tv membership today. We have archives of the show a few hours after it goes out. Airs the first time at 7 o'clock. We're adding more shows. We're getting the crew to add more specialty shows on health and firearms and self-defense. I mean, we're trying to really give the globalists a run for their money, okay? And we're having big success, but we're doing it from the grassroots up. So support us. That's why we have Prisonplanet.tv. Infowarsnews.com will get you there as well. $5.95 a month, 6 memberships. That's less than $1 per person. Create a username and passcode that you can share. Give it to friends and family. Say, hey, here's your little e-card. Here's your username and passcode. Look at all these films. Watch all this. Because, yes, they've taken Obama deception down 3 times with false claims. They've hacked it, and YouTube restored it after we made a big hullabaloo. You did. They've done everything they can, ladies and gentlemen. We're reaching around, let's be conservative. Well, I did another analysis last night. I said 7 to 10 million. It's more than 10 million now a week. Because here's what's happening. And I'll get into other news. I'm kind of ranting about the future of the web, everything. Here's what's happening. There are so many channels now carrying my daily radio show / TV show, 3 hours, and so many YouTube channels carrying the nightly news that there's so many channels that have thousands of views per video, some of them like 50,000, 100,000. That's how I know there's some type of restrictor plate on us, because most people that are subscribers are, 250,000 subscribers. I don't even promote that channel subscribers, but the main feed channel, we got a bunch of others. They're not getting their videos. But other channels that are carrying our stuff are getting the subscribers, and everybody's getting them. So you'll have smaller channels with, say, 10,000 subscribers getting 50,000 views per video, more than we're getting. So that we've gone around the restrictor plate. So what they're doing is they're now going in and setting the precedent to ban my voice. So, I mean, obviously I'm going to have to sue Google. And it's big. It's hard to fight. I'm putting the feelers out to the expert lawyers right now. But, I mean, this is for everybody. Listen. 8 years ago, I sued the city of Austin and Access Television. And I won. The director went to prison. It went all the way up to the top of the city. They shut it down. Time Warner was not able to take it over and shut down Access TV. I even quit doing a show. But I went and saved Access Television. Because it's personal, folks, when Mafia tries to shut us up. Access TV, where it was started in Austin 35 plus years ago. It started here in Austin. Access TV is still on 3 channels on basic cable in Austin because I sued them. And I went and developed the case, did it all, and that fleshed them out. That got them infighting, and I went and recorded them once I started the suit, caught them, and I said, I've got the proof you're stealing money, and then they told on each other. The point is that we're going to get Google, and we're going to get Facebook. The head of Facebook needs to go to prison for knowingly pumping and dumping that stock to a bunch of suckers that he's openly called suckers. We're going to expose the crooks in Homeland Security and the perverts. We're going to expose the pedophile ring that goes into Homeland Security out of Penn State. We're going to just expose you all. You're a bunch of maggot, knuckle-dragging scumbags who want to feed off us and build your empires off our energy and then throw us into the dirt. And it ain't happening anymore. Now, they want to get everybody on a cashless society so they can charge you $5 to use your ATM, like Bank of America, or they can track everything you're doing. So everybody's got to go to cash. Even though it makes it hard for me with tax write-offs and stuff, I'm stopping using credit cards. Everybody knows when I take people out to dinner or something around here, I'm paying cash. Then you just turn the receipt in. Stop using credit cards as much as you can. I understand that sometimes you've got to use them, but it's time to keep cash, ladies and gentlemen, because imagine they're coming out with face deals cameras that just mirror the Pentagon system going in nationwide that's already tracking what you buy and sell. They're just rolling it out, getting everybody used to it, where these idiots are going to opt into this and say, my goodness, they just offered me 30% off on this liquor. Yeah, because that liquor company is paying kickbacks to Facebook. That's how these programs work. Could be used by shops to offer discounts to customers. System already being trialed in Nashville shops and bars. Users must sign up to take part in the Teach system, what they look like. Yeah, you opt in to let them war game a computer. I've noticed to keep our Facebook, they demand our driver's license. They've demanded and we've done it just to stay in the enemy's operation. But I'm like somebody parachuting in behind enemy lines. You don't want to be on there, folks. Okay? You do not want to be, everybody has got to get off Facebook because it is a criminal enterprise at every level for the globalist. Run by the banksters. We've broken it down. I mean, it is absolutely horrible. Yes, we're on there using it to attack them. Now, they're going to get rid of cash this way. Are you hearing your preachers talk about this? No. The churches are under 501c3, Romans 13, government control. They're not even churches. They're government-run charities. And I don't care if you walk in the Methodist or if you walk in a Baptist church. I've been in a bunch of them. You're going to hear government is your God and we're about to be raptured, so do what government says. And those preachers are reading off a script that their denominational heads were given by the government. These are not churches. These are like the churches they allowed to stay in effect in the Soviet Union. And they're all out there saying, Alex is going to go to hell. I see him online because he says speak out against evil. You hadn't read the Bible. You're cowardly men and women, and you're going to squeal and beg when the New World Order hurts you real bad. Okay? There isn't a rapture coming. That's all a New World Order lie, so you lay down and go along with it. Okay? When the rapture comes later, after it all happens, you ain't going.
With sword and pistol by my side.
Oh, Alex, don't fearmonger. They're not going to put black boxes in cars that track everywhere we're going. Black box standards coming for cars under the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to track everywhere you go and what you do. The Hill newspaper. A brief history of false flag attacks or why government loves state-sponsored terror. Big article by Kurt Nimmo up at Infowars.com. Paul Watson's top story, Rome burned. Will we? And if that isn't a red-linked headline, I don't know what is. You guys asking to make Rome burn, will we be a red headline? Rome burned. It's red. This is important information. Thank you. Now, continuing, well, shoot, Adon's right to the wall, even though it's a bit soundproof. I bet he can hear me. Hey, Adon, bro, do me a favor. Red link, Rome burned, will we? Thanks. New speaker system we have in here. So we're going to be going over all that. I mean, the magnitude of face scanners when you go in to buy and sell and then harassing you. That's why they have discount cards at stores. Those discount cards are not there to give you a discount. Those discount cards are there, those loyalty cards. The discount cards are real. The loyalty cards aren't. They're there to track you and decide what people absolutely must buy so you can raise prices and manipulate people and sell the data. Now, something like InfoWars RX, that is a coupon card, and the stores want it because they're associating in it. But cards where it's only working at one place, those are different. See, the InfoWars RX card, you can put any name you want in there. The point is, it's just that card and that number, you get the discount. It's just accessing specials. Nothing wrong with coupons and things like that. It's this stuff that tracks you, ladies and gentlemen, that is the issue. And I can say Facebook is a criminal enterprise. The pump and dump, the way they sell stuff, they got caught having robots click their customers' ads. I mean, we could do that at Infowars.com and Prisonplanet.com. We'd never do that. That's criminal fraud. Plus, once you get caught, it destroys your credibility. But with somebody like Facebook, they just continue doing it. And now they have cameras when you go in restaurants and bars and shops where it recognizes you. Remember last year and this year, they've got billboards now that face scan you in Times Square as part of Facebook, getting you ready for it so it recognizes you. Folks, imagine what authoritarian countries would do with this information. Now, coming up, the story's top linked, left-hand side of DrudgeReport.com. It's a big deal. National Weather Service is also following DHS in huge ammo purchases. And I'm going to break down, if this isn't martial law, what is? They don't call it that, but we're going into tyranny. Chinese companies are pulling out of U.S. stock markets. I mean, we're on the verge of global collapse. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're already in a slow collapse. Will it accelerate? All the established, I mean, the Zero Hedge was reporting on the fact that they're not going to give people their money if the banks collapse. I mean, they covered that on the nightly news last night. This is a crazy time is all I'm saying. And remember to support those that have supported liberty this entire time as things implode. Please spread the word about the broadcast and all we do. We're under censorship. We're under attack. I won't even get into all the stuff. Please continue to spread the word about us. Go to InfoWarsShop.com and get the best seaweed extract out there, Modifylon, that comes from an area that doesn't have radiation off the coast of New Zealand. We have it discounted at the lowest price out there with a free citizen rule book at InfoWarsShop.com. This is our best seller now, by the way. And now we're carrying Interfood products discounted. Great sponsors of Interfood. We now sell their stuff right out of our office. And they have a Survive to Thrive 40-day, 40-night supply in a tote, big plastic container, easy to carry container with organic storable food, organic preparedness, ale, all available at InfoWarsShop.com or 888-253-3139. Well, we covered a ton of news in the last hour, and I'll cover a ton more this hour. But let me give you the toll-free number to join us. Let's do first-time calls today and let those folks get a chance to get involved. What do you think of every federal agency, including those that haven't been armed in the past? I guess the National Weather Service is now harassing people in the oceans trying to surf, you name it. The stories are just horrible. They're now buying masses of bullets on top of the $1.4 billion purchased by the Department of Homeland Trader activity in the last year. So we're going to be breaking all of this down. Infowars.com and Prisonplanet.com are on fire today with news. The toll-free number to join us is 800-259-9231, 800-259